Yo, what is up, guys? It's
Oh, yeah.
Bankrupt Dope. Back again with another video, and today we are on some Marvel Rivals for the first time. Now, I made a video, didn't really like it, so here we are with another one, right? And this one sparked up because I was sitting here watching somebody stream, and we gotta talk about the biggest problem this game is facing right now, and it's ego, right? It has nothing to actually do with the quality of the game, right? At the end of the day, what makes games generally bad or have problems generally has nothing to do with the actual game, to do with the players, right? There's something that people just seem to overlook. And I've understood it for a long time because, like, not to toot my own horn, but like after playing like a game like Destiny for so long, it's
Come
like
on, Chad.
after a while, you can get to the point where it's like, I am not the problem. The game is not the problem. My teammates are the problem. And it sounds like really
Come on,
prideful,
Chad.
but
Let's
you
go,
can
Chad.
get to a degree where that is true, right? And I've gotten to the degree where that's true. And it's like, in pride is going both ways. I'm prideful in terms of like, hey, my team's the reason I'm losing. And then your team makes their picks because they're like, I know I can do this. And they can't. They just can't, right? And the problem that we're facing now, this day in Rivals on launch, first
I need
week,
heals,
is
meanwhile.
the lack of support pickers.
Well, no,
Everybody wants to
let's
be a
go,
big
boy.
time
Oh, we gotta
DPS.
go.
And it's a problem. It's something that faces in all these hero games. It happens in this game. It happens in
Calm
Overwatch. It is the
down,
most
cuz.
common
Me and Eric over
problem
here
in these
surviving. Eric,
games.
what are you doing to
How do
emo,
you fix that?
monkey?
Obviously, roll cube.
No.
But, but,
What
but,
you
but, but,
doing
but,
to
right?
emo? I'm like,
Why
bro,
does the game have to force you into a certain style of gameplay
yo, I'm
for you to
scratching
pick a
shit
proper
for
team,
myself
though?
right now, cuz.
That's the problem. There should not have to be a roll queue in this game for your team to pick smartly. The whole point is that it's supposed to be you doing what you want, and you making your team, and you having your own choices, right? It's the
Why
point.
are you laughing, man?
Roll queue is good because it eliminates that frustration of you not having a proper built team. But that defeats the purpose of a game. This is not a tournament. This is a game. You're playing a standard game, no money on the line. And yes, you should be having fun. Don't get it twisted. But you still be able to choose what you want. But you still should be able to choose characters that make sense, if that makes sense, right? Pick smart. If your team needs a healer, play healer. If your team needs a tank, choose tank. The game should not have to force players to play a role for people to enjoy the game and for your team to get healed and things like that. Like it should not be that way. That's not the fault of the game, right? Everyone keeps saying, "Oh, there should have been roll queue."
Girl,
That
dude.
is not the fault of the game. That people choose to not play healer it has nothing to do with the game. That is purely a player problem. The game has to force you to play something. Whose fault is that? The game or yours? If you are a person who clicks DPS when your team needs a healer,
You say need try.
whose fault is it? You can't sit here and say we need a healer if you're not ever gonna
I think
click
that
the
is me.
healer
That's me.
button. Okay, like at some point you have to look in the mirror, right? Now, unless you are a A1 DPS, you're dropping 20 plus, you're dropping 50 kills, then you can click your DPS button, right? You can click that DPS button. Let me tell you, let me show you, let me let you in on, I'm gonna let, ooh, words. Let me teach you something real quick, right? You're such a good
Oh, you can
DPS.
destroy the squirrel stampede.
You can
Oh,
switch to healer and still do DPS on healer.
oh, it's coming
It's
back.
crazy how this works, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. Now, I've played mostly casual. I'll be fair, right? I played mostly casual,
Oh, Twilight, side,
but
side, 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 side,
generally,
side.
I am MVP top frag. Generally, I just am. Whether it be me playing DPS as Hella or me playing healer as Luna Frost, one or the other, I'm MVP.
You
If
gotta
I'm
mark.
playing
You
Hella
gotta mark. You gotta
and
use
I'm on a
mark.
good day, I have a decent
Yeah.
team. I'm going 40 plus. That's been generally since yesterday was not that day though. Yesterday, smoke central. I won one game. When I say team comps were non-existent, I had no healers at all. And then when I guess what, so you know how I just say what I
Oh,
said about you
shut
got to
up.
be able to.
Kill her.
If you don't talk,
Kill the
you
freaking
need to be
woman
able to
right
do
here in my face.
right. So I switched to
Jesus.
healer. I switched over to my Luna.
Jesus,
I
man.
play a very good Luna
God dang
Cross
it.
because I understand when to heal. I understand when to do damage. I can do both essentially simultaneously, right? If you leave me, you are not getting healed. Simple as that, right? This kind of map right here, we're going to base. You should be in my peripherals. I should be able to turn my character all the time and be able to heal you. If I'm not able to heal you, it's your fault. That means you're probably in the back line. I physically cannot heal you back there, right? So I'm able to give my team chunky heals and do damage to that person sitting in the back on the enemy team. Because generally, unless they're in my face, I can just throw little ice shards at them.
To our left,
Guess
side,
what? If they
left
come
side.
towards me, I could generally kill them, depending on who the character is, right? It depends on who the character is. Some characters I find it harder to kill, but I can generally kill
How did she kill y'all? I don't know.
enemies
She was
like a
literally
person approaching me, whether it be a tank, another healer, or a DPS. Most people I can kill. Not all, most people. Just depends on who it is, right? Like
That's fine.
Iron Fist is pretty easy to kill, but like Magic for me is hard to kill just because she can teleport so much in Psylocke. Just because they can teleport so much. But yeah, until you're able to do a certain amount of things, right? Like if you are genuinely dropping 50 plus kills, rethink your role when it comes to a
Yeah,
match.
try
Like,
to
because
stay in front of
this
me
is
so you can
specifically if your
still
complaint
attack
is
me.
we need a healer. Maybe you need to be the healer. I had a match where I had Spider-Man who went 0 and 9 and 0. He would switch off a DPS. I'm top frag, and this is why I will get my ego up there sometimes because I'm all like, guys, I'm literally top frag. Yeah, I have to switch to healer because nobody wants to do it, and that's irritating. The only time you should be yelling at your team to switch is when you are top frag. Or if you do it consistently, right? Maybe you're having a bad match or your team is actually preventing you from doing something. But like, if you know you're not top frag and you know you're just okay, put your ego away. It's okay. Not everyone is meant to be the best everything all the time. It's just not how it's meant to be. Right? And everybody wants to the guy I just figured about him like recently when the game dropped, the guy Necros.
Am I wrong?
Everybody's like, oh, well,
That
Necro
nigga said
said
when
this
you
and
go
Necro.
mid, it's kind of
Who cares what
somebody
he
gonna
said? You are
chase
not
you.
him.
They ain't
I'm
gonna
not
chase
him.
that.
Everything he says is generally invalid
Figure it out.
for a standard
Two.
person. Like it's
Two, yeah. Two.
I mean,
Yeah, we good.
yes, there are things you can learn from pro
Oh, it
players,
is Ramir and TJ.
but only so many of them are actually applicable to the standard person.
New meta, man.
And trying to say, oh well, Necro said to play this character
Yeah,
and
3 and
he
2.
said to do that,
Oh,
you're not him. You cannot
oh.
execute
Okay.
what he does at the level that he does it. Even he can give you the whole playbook, and most people cannot execute. And people just that doesn't click, right? So it's like get out of this DPS mindset and get your tail on the healer, bro. You see this game here, right?
Boy,
And
Squirrel
this is where
putting
somebody might
L
see, oh, you died to a Psylocke. Bro, I'm playing healer and I'm having to scrap a DPS. I have the most kills in this
nigga.
team, and my heals are
Stop
very,
fighting
very decent.
Groot. Fight
Like
the squishy
I
man.
can do both, right? This is how you have to be able to play the
Why that
game. If
nigga
you
don't got
can't play the
no
game like
no
this, it's
homies
not gonna
about
be fun.
freaking bullets? Cause
And
y'all
this is
homies
where
on raw,
people
man.
start to quit the game. This is where people start calling the game mid. This is where
Squirrel,
the
stay
game will die in a
away.
few weeks. But once again, it has nothing to do with the game. It's to do with the players. This is exactly what Overwatch faces. This is the problem in Overwatch. This is the problem here. You can drop Roku, but we don't want to play Roku.
Hola.
I do not like Roku. I like the flexibility to do what I want because it's a game. Why is the game having to give me restrictions on how I want to play? It shouldn't have to. But we should be smart enough to make our own informed decisions, not the game
Baggy.
forcing us to do those
Oh.
decisions. Right? But that's enough yapping from me. I've said all I need to say.
You can't hit her in that.
The only way we can fix this is if people start picking support
Oh,
and
he made
tank.
it.
Like get off your high horse. You are not him. You are not him. You are not the DPS. You are not Gojo. You are not Goku. All right. You are Jogo. You are Krillin.
Wow, I don't know why
So
you went
get
there.
your tail on the sideline and start supporting that main cast. You hear me? Do you understand me? You are not Sakuna. You are
Come on.
curse number 52, bro.
Help me kill her now.
Stay on the sideline. Okay? You are not Madara Uchiha.
Mark, nigga, that way is up there.
You are ninja number 345. Okay? Stick to the sideline and give that man some support. All right. That's it for me.
She's about
Drop
to
a line
come.
on the video. Like, comment something down below. Let me know how you guys feeling about Rivals. Let me know who your man is, all that good stuff. I'll
Oh,
catch
she
you guys
going to
next time.
bed.
Enjoy the rest of the clip. The guy, I'll let the rest of this match play out. Peace.
I don't know if she thinks you're a threat. Let me stop.
Did you just save me? Yeah, teammate. Yeah, teammate. I was in the thick of it, boy. I was
Okay, stop.
fine, bro. Stop. Dude, I wish you would have saw me, boy. I was. Boy. Cap kind of like that. I kind of like Cap now.
I'm telling you, bro. You thought I was tripping with that shit.
Cap kind of like that, bro. Cap kind of like that. He might be him for real. But he might be my tank. If I need to be a tank, I'm Captain freaking America, Steve Rogers.